Gang, gang, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 11, Episode 29 review. Let's get right into it. So Bambi admits, while everyone is in a hot tub, lounging and having a good time, that she pees in hot tubs. This is why I don't talk to black people after 5 o'clock, because nope. Your little pissy ass just sitting up there marinating in piss, and other people being there and you just peeing like you're an adult. Get up and go to the bathroom. So fucking nasty. Gonna get somebody a goddamn staph infection, you nasty. Ugh. Zell nasty admits it too. And I was like, and you wonder why Santana don't want your piss ass. What's wrong with y'all? Jessica, we find out, tried to get on Amy Lou in the Bahamas. She clinging all on her, grabbing all on her, doing too much, drunk, got the girl hair wet, splashing water, dunked her underneath the water with her makeup and everything on. You could tell Amy was annoyed as but was keeping it cute because she was drunk and doing too much. Like, she got so faded that we didn't see her no more the rest of the trip. So Yandy FaceTime Mendices and tell him she miss him. You know, she's still trying to get on that man good side, but he is not here for her, honey. He is not featuring her. He is mad. And he says that, you know, that we've been in a dark place for a while. And she's shocked by this because she genuinely did not think that things were this bad between them. So a producer asks Mendices in his confessional, do you feel like you guys are at a point where you may let go? And he says, yeah. And a producer says, is the commitment keeping you more than the love right now? And he says, absolutely 1000%. This is supposed to be forever, but it don't have to be forever. And I know a lot of people could take that in a bad way, but in relationships, you gonna have ebbs and flows where you don't like that much and you don't feel the love. And honestly, it is the commitment that's keeping you there. So I don't see anything wrong with what he said. He's being honest, and that's true tea. When you've been with somebody for so long, yeah, love ain't what's gonna keep y'all together for 50 years, 60 years. No, it's love, it's commitment, it's working hard at it, it's communication, it's compromising, child, it's forgiveness, okay? It's a lot of things. Ugh, girl. So I fully understood what he was saying. Yandy is finally seeing how bad things are between them. Like, she's finally getting it. It took her a while, but now she's getting it. Mendices was like, you know, when you get back, you got to be willing to put the work in. I'm not a big communicator, but I be trying. God knows I be trying. And I felt bad for Mendices because you could tell, like, he's hurting and he's trying to get her to see that he's hurting and that he needs her. And for so long, she just been like, okay, he'll be all right. Like, it ain't that deep, but it is that deep. And like he said, he's not a big communicator. So maybe she just be thinking that he be bull when he be talking. But obviously that man been crying out for her, you know? And hopefully she finally sees that they got to do some work. They got to do a lot of work over there in that marriage. They really honestly do. And I have more thoughts of that when we get to the end of the episode. So that night at dinner, Amy says that Jessica almost drowned her. She was telling everybody how she was just doing too much, okay? So Sierra in her confessional was like, Jessica is so crazy to me. Like, beautiful as she can be now. Gotta give her that. I mean, drop dead gorgeous, but baby, that thing right there don't go to the top floor. I promise you it don't. At dinner, Carly calls out Yandy and everybody else about how they don't hold Spice accountable. Like, y'all all like spoon feed her and don't hold her accountable, but y'all ain't got no problem telling her when she wrong. Yandy was like, just because you ain't never seen me hold her accountable don't mean that it has not happened. And Yandy says that she has reached out to Carly, and she was like, haven't I? And she was like, no, I reached out to you. And Yandy was like, wow, she just got me together, because now that I think about it, that's the truth. And she was like, I feel like a shit best friend. Like, I have not checked in on her or anything. So if your husband is saying that about you and a good friend of yours, then there's some truth in that. That you have been, so absorbed in what you got going on that you're not looking at the other people around you, and you're neglecting the people that are around you, and you need to start tapping in to see how other people are doing. Monique had to tell me that years ago about myself, that when we talk, it's always about you. Like, you don't stop to ask how I'm doing, what I got going on. Tap in with me. And I was like, damn, she right, I don't. Ooh. And I had to work on that. You know what I'm saying? And be cognizant of seeing how other people are doing and just checking in, So I think that's something that Yandy has to admit to and work on. We find out that Spice decided to stay. She did not leave. The next day, everybody goes skiing. Sierra cannot go because she's sick. So now it is time for Keisha's Theater, Sierra edition. Rennie, oh God, I still don't feel good. I just feel like gaggy. My stomach don't feel right. I think it was the burgers I've been f***ing up. Girl, I got my stomach just boiling. I've been on the toilet all night long, girl. Oh my God. Girl, you're not pregnant, right? No, bitch. Are you? Because your ass said you wasn't feeling good either. I still have PTSD from my last ski trip. Pregnancy scare. I bet not be pregnant. I get goddamn pregnant. It's going down more than Young Jock in the club. I have yet to live down that ugly cry meme. Girl, the ambulance lady came in and gave me some X-Lax. I'm like, I'm not drinking no X-Lax. I'm not taking no X-Lax. Do you know them things will your whole life up, girl? It will make your booty hole explode, girl. I won't even have an intestine fucking around with that shit. No, not me. Not my booty hole. My booty hole is a virgin. This lady then gave me some X-Lax for vomiting. I mean, is she even a real doctor? I mean, Calgary, it's like, what part of Canada is that? Has anybody ever heard of that? Crickets should be in the background when they say Calgary. And scene. Woo! After that, Bambi talks to Spice while they're having lunch and tells her that Carly has admitted her wrongdoings to them. So that makes Spice feel a lot better about the situation, and she finally admits that she has been approaching this situation with Carly all the way wrong. And Bambi is shocked that she's finally taking accountability for her part in everything that's going on. Even though it wasn't a full apology, we got a little something from her ass. So after skiing and eating, they all start to perform for the other guests at the hotel, which are at the resort, which are predominantly white. Them white people was trying to get down with the get down. They was like, hip hop hooray, ho, hey, ho, oh my God, raise the roof. They were raise the roof, y'all. Child, they was trying to get down, honey. So they perform, Spice performs. one of her songs, and then she pauses to say a speech, and she says that she has over 500 songs, but she's never performed one of them, and that she apologizes to the person that she did this song with, and hopefully that person would accept her apology. Carly immediately starts crying and rushes over, and they hug each other, and there's tears, and they both say they love each other and they miss each other. They perform the song, everybody's getting their life. And I just want to know how they went from that to literally a few weeks ago, Spice getting on social media accusing Carly of buying her a fake purse. Like, how did y'all fall out again? Like, at this point, y'all just don't need to be friends. Just call it a day. Y'all was friends for a moment, and now it's a wrap. And honestly, truly, even though in the beginning, Carly was acting like a single white female and doing team too much, all of that is negated by Spice's behavior, because she's just done too much. You took it to a whole nother level that it didn't have to be taken to. And like, you steady going to social media and doing all of this type of stuff. Like, just stop with the girl. Like, Jesus Christ. Ugh. So Sierra and Rennie feed everyone after they come off the slopes, and they both peep how Spice and Carly are talking to each other, and they're just so happy that they finally made up. So back home in Atlanta, Yandy has returned, and she and Mendices talk while she's unpacking her luggage. And Mendices like, "You have fun?" And she was like, "Yeah, it felt weird without you there. Carrying my suitcases up the steps by myself felt crazy. I don't like that feeling. It made me miss you." And so Mendices was like, "Dang, that's all I'm good for you?" And I'm looking at Yandy like, that's what you say to your husband? Like, and then you wonder why he think that you're so self-absorbed and all about yourself and in Yandy's world, because you literally just basically said, "I missed you because you weren't there to carry my luggage for me." And she was like, "Didn't you hear everything else I said?" "Yeah, the only other thing that you said was I miss you because I was not there to carry your luggage." Like, it's not coagulating for Miss Girl. Like, So Mendices was like, "I don't think that you take time to focus on this relationship." He was like, "It feels like you're trying to get back at me for being gone for those 4 years. And now it's time for you to enjoy life. And it's starting to feel like I'm a single parent. I can't do this by myself." And she was like, "You're not doing it by yourself." And he says, "I feel like we're losing each other." So Yandy was like, "The kids can hear us. Let's go in the other room." So they go in the dining room, they sit. And Yandy says in her confessional that for years, she wasn't able to go out and do things. She wasn't able to travel or go places with her friends. And it's not fair. Now, I called bullshit on that because, girl, you was out there riding, picking, going on trips. You even had your adopted daughter, the little girl, watching, babysitting for you and stuff like that. So you was getting out here, girl. You was getting out here. Now, you probably wasn't out here as much as you wanted to, but you was getting outside, girl. Mendices was like, "Sometimes I don't feel like we're in a relationship. It feels like a business arrangement." And Yandy says that she had to set aside her dreams when he was away. Mendices says, "But I'm here now. You need to slow the fuck down. I need a wife to do wife things like pay attention to the love that's needed in this house." Now, pay attention to what that man said. It wasn't about cooking and cleaning and being submissive and you gonna do what I say. He said to pay attention to the love that's needed in this house. This man is asking for love and attention. He's not controlling her, demanding crazy things from her or whatever. He's asking for her love and affection. So, Yandy says, "So you don't feel like I love you?" And he like kind of makes a face like, so he suggested they seek counseling. And Yandy was like, "Well, maybe if you could articulate what you need, I'd be able to do it." And it's like, do you not hear what this man is saying to you? He done said what it is. So Mendices is like, "I'm asking you to pay attention to your fucking household." Like, what more don't you get? And, I've seen a lot of people say in the comment section and on social media that he's being selfish because he was away for 4 years and she was holding down everything, and she didn't get to do this and she didn't get to do that, and she was a single parent and she took care of their children and all of this stuff, and that he should be more understanding of her, being focused on her businesses and all of this stuff. I get that. But let's not negate the fact that Yandy made a choice and a decision to stick by his side for 4 years and put her life on hold. Nobody put a gun to her head. Nobody made her do that. She made a grown woman decision to stay by him. They weren't even married, remember? Because it came out that they weren't even married, right? She put her life on hold and she made that decision. She could have easily said, I love you, but I can't physically do this. I don't want to negate my dreams and hopes and aspirations and lock down my life because you made a decision that led you to go in jail. I love you, but I can't do that. I'll see you when you get out, and we see if we can get this back together then. She made that decision, and she has to live with the outcome of that decision, because I'm not sticking beside you. I ain't sticking beside you to go to jail. See you when you get out. I'm not doing that long distance love and coming to see you and nah, girlfriend. No, I'm not doing that. And it wasn't like she was some young girl. This was a middle-aged 30-something-year-old woman who made that decision. Okay? So all of that, he should do this and he should feel this way and he should do that. Hey, she made that choice. And when he said a few seasons ago that if the roles were reversed, that he wouldn't have stuck beside her, I don't blame him. You can't expect for people to do for you that the same way that you do for them. Everybody has choices and decisions to make. And him being honest and saying, I don't think I could do that. That's some truth, because I wouldn't have did it. Wouldn't do it at all. But what he's asking of her is not to stop working, not to do things with her girlfriends, but it's include me in your choices. Yandy's still moving like a single woman. And to be honest with you, it's not only that Yandy is moving still like a single woman, but in 4 years, they both grew as people separately. They have to literally start all over again with getting to know each other, because he's changed and she's changed, but they changed separately. They didn't do it together. So it's almost like they got to court each other all over again and learn each other all over again. So counseling is the best thing for them to do. And he wants a wife. He wants someone that needs him and wants to be around and have family time. You know what I'm saying? Not just passing each other in the night. So I get what Mendices is saying, and I agree with him. He's asking for her love and affection. Now, a lot of people be mad if he was just like, well, fuck, I'm gonna go out here and cheat, or whatever the case may be, or just leave her. He's asking her. And that's the one thing that we as women always saying, that we won't talk to me. Tell me what you need. And he's doing that. He's communicating very well. And she's being hard-headed. She really honestly is. She has not been focused on the things that matter most. And that is obviously her husband and what's going on in her household. She's been neglecting her friends. So I'm Team Mendices in this situation. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Remember, be respectful. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not asking you to. I just want to hear your thoughts on the situation, because I personally think that Yandy needs to be a little softer and more accommodating to her marriage if she wants this relationship to work. She has to make that man feel wanted and needed and loved, because that's what he's asking for. He's not asking for her to stop living her life, but include me. You can't be going out here making decisions about giving your eggs to somebody without talking to me. You can't be going out here making decisions about running for office and not talk to me. These are big decisions. This ain't like, hey, which comforter do you like? No, these are life-changing decisions that you have a mate that you're supposed to talk about these things with. He's not asking for too much, because we would be going crazy and dogging him out if he was out here buying a new house and spending their money and not conversing with her. He'll be all types of wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts on it. Let's talk about it.